Hello everyone, I'm Robert from tmile.com, and in this video I'm going to show you how to get the best out of your Neve WordPress theme. Here is what you will learn. First of all, I will show you how to download and install Neve. Then you will see how it works out of the box and how to use the customizer to change the layout settings, colors, typography, and so on. Furthermore, you will learn how to import these beautiful and free website templates from the site library. Once you pick a demo, you will want to change its content. So I will show you how to make changes on your front page. Are you ready? Let's get started. Navigate to Neve page on tmile.com. Click on the green Download Now for Free button. Enter your email address in the pop-up window and click on Download Now. You will be redirected to a confirmation page, while the zip file for Neve will be automatically downloaded to your computer. The file will likely be in your web browser's Downloads folder. Once you find it, remember the location and continue to the next step. Log in to your WordPress dashboard, which is also known as the WP admin. Look towards the left of your screen to the Admins menu and click on Appearance Themes. Now click on the Add New button, which appears at the top of the screen. Then click on Upload Theme and a new section will expand. Click on the Choose File button and then browse to the zip file for Neve and select it. Then click on Install Now and allow the process to complete. Then click on Activate. When installing Neve on a new WordPress website, you will see something like this on the front page, which is far away from what you saw on the demo page, right? So in the coming minutes, I will show you how to customize it and even how to make it look like the demo with just a couple of clicks. First, let's see how to change the theme settings. After the theme is installed and activated, go to Appearance Customizer to start customizing Neve. The customizer options are mostly addressing all pages except for the imported front page, which can easily be customized with Elementor. I will show you exactly how to do that later in this video, so keep watching. By the way, if you want to jump over the steps, please use the timestamps in the description box below. The customizer contains options to change the layout settings, the colors, and background, the header area, typography settings including font family, menu settings, widget options, homepage settings, and additional CSS field, where you can change things by using specific CSS codes. Let's see what you can do in the Layout tab. Here, you can see 5 elements you can change the settings for: the container, content and sidebar, blog and archive, single post, and finally the footer area of your website. Click on the container to see the options within. The first thing you can change here is the container width in pixels for desktop and for mobile views too. There are more options you can change below for the default container style, blog and archive container style, and for the single post container style. You have 2 options for each setting: container or full width. That's it, so we can go back and access the settings for the second element. Here, we can change how the sidebar layout looks like site-wide. The sidebar is on the right by default, and you can move it to the left or eliminate it completely if you don't need it on your site. Furthermore, you can set the width of your content site-wide between 50 and 100%. And if you want to enable the advanced options, click on this switch and see the same options separately for the blog page, archive page, single post, and other pages as well. This could be helpful if you want to have different structures on those pages. The blog And archive settings are meant to change how the content on these pages is structured, and the first option here is to change the blog layout. With the masonry style selected, you have 4 options in this drop-down. You can choose to display up to 4 columns on your blog page, which will look like this if you choose 3 columns, for example. Below, you can set the excerpt length from 5 to 300 and the post pagination to number or infinite scroll. Furthermore, you can choose what you want to display in the post content order and in the meta order. And you can even move these elements, like so. Cool, right? Just click on the eye here to hide an element. The author, for example. You have the same options in the single post settings tab. It's weird, but you can drag the content above the title, like so. And you can hide any element, the post navigation, for example. Finally, you can access the footer settings, where you can have a text, a footer menu, or you can turn off this area by choosing none. On the Widgets tab, you can choose how many columns you want to display in this drop-down. If you choose 3, for example, and you go back to the Widgets area under Appearance on your dashboard, you can see Footer 1, Footer 2, and Footer 3, where you can add any widget you see on the left. You can add images, text, links, and even more. But remember that these widgets will be displayed all over your website. This is simple but powerful, because you can change the colors on the primary button, which will be the default color. Then you can change the color on links, links on hover, text, primary menu items on hover, and the background color, which can be replaced with an image if you select one here. Just click on default for each color to go back to its initial settings. Right here, you can see 3 options: the site identity, top bar, and primary navigation. In the site identity tab, you can select a logo over here, which will replace your site title and tagline you see on the left side of your header menu. One more thing you can select here is the site icon, which should be square and need to have at least 512 per 512 pixels. Enabling the top bar here, you can see a tiny space above your menu, which contains 2 elements: the content field, which can be used to display a phone number, for example, and the top bar menu selector. If you want to display a click to call message here, for example, use this HTML code, which will redirect your visitors to the dialer app once they click on it. Just replace the number with your own, and you are good to go. You can also use the layout options to swap the position of the elements. Cool. Now publish the changes and go to the primary navigation options. Here, you can change the navigation layout and the last item on your menu. If you want to hide the search function, for example, choose none in this drop-down. We are done with the header area, so we can go to the next one. This is the area where you can change the general settings for all the fonts used on your entire site. The font subsets here, font family over here, font size in this field with dedicated options for mobile view, and the line height here, which can have a separate value for mobile devices. Furthermore, you have options to change the font family, font size, and line height for each set of headings from H1 to H6. These are the elements on your blog posts and pages, which helps you structure the information with titles, subtitles, and so on. If you don't have a menu yet, create one here and then select its position using the drop-down after you click on View All Locations. To see how you can create a good-looking menu with icons, check out the video recommended above or the link in the description box. Widgets are the elements you see on your sidebar, and you can use the same things in your footer area too. Just select which one you want to have in the footer 1, footer 2, footer 3, and so on. Remember that in the layout settings, you can choose how many columns you want to have in your footer area. Here, you can choose what's displayed on the home page of your site. It can be your latest blog posts or a static page as well. To choose a new static page here, other than the page you see in the drop-down, you need to create that page and then select it here. That page will become the home page, and the other one will be where your posts are displayed, like the blog page, for example, which comes by default when you install Neve. This is, in a way, Neve's own personal portfolio. Here, you are given a lot of information about what Neve can do and how to do it. Also, the tools are linked there for easier access. Although it's not mentioned in the Useful Plugins tab yet, AMP for WordPress is a plugin that is capable of making full use of Neve's speed. Neve is an AMP-ready theme capable of lowering down your loading times for more fluid experience. In order to use Neve at its full potential, you would need to install the AMP for WordPress plugin to enable AMP on your website. Gutenberg Blocks and Template Library by Otter is a lightweight WordPress plugin that brings extra Gutenberg blocks to your site. So, if you want to create complex pages and posts, Otter blocks would be all you need to build beautiful pages. This is the fastest and easiest way to set up your website with Neve. Please navigate to Appearance, Neve Options, Sites Library, and choose the template you would like to import. There are multiple demo contents which can be easily imported, among which stands the content from our Neve demo website. Neve also detects if your previous theme was Zelle. If you want to switch to Neve, but you really love Zelle's front page look, Neve makes it easy to import a front page similar to Zelle's. The detection is done automatically, and the process is similar to what you will see next. I'll choose the Neve original demo for now. Once you click on the Import button for any demo you pick, Elementor will be automatically installed in order to facilitate the editing process. The feature will import an entire demo, which among other features comes with a well-designed front page and blog page with thematic-based posts. The imported demo can be easily customized further. After importing the demo content, one of the imported pages was automatically assigned the role of the front page. You can check this by navigating to Pages, All Pages. Since the page is based on Elementor, you can further customize it by clicking on the Edit with Elementor link over here. Once the Elementor interface is loaded, you can start changing the content and settings for each element, which reveals its settings when you click on it. If you need to change the background image, for example, find it in the Style tab of the first section, over here. Change the text you see over this section here, the buttons over here, and so on. you have 9 fully customizable sections, plus the big title section, which you can use as you wish. Some sections are built-in duplicates and loaded separately according to the device that's currently accessing the website. For example, the subscribe section is loading the first item for the desktop view and the second item for phones or tablets. See the contact details twice in the footer area when editing it? Same thing here as it is for the subscribe section mentioned earlier. If you go to the Advanced tab and open the responsive settings, you can see that the first element is hidden on desktop devices, while the section you see below is hidden on tablets and mobiles. Cool, right? At the bottom of the front page, there is an HTML widget which contains some CSS code made for disabling the animations for mobile devices and tablets, and some fixes for Internet Explorer. By clicking on this gray area, you'll be able to see the CSS code capable of adding extra features to the footer sections for mobile devices and tablets. Each snippet describes each piece of CSS code and has its own customizable purpose. As an example, the following code will disable the animation when the screen width is lower than 768 pixels. In order to use this feature, you would need to have a MailChimp or Sendinblue account. Once you have an account, retrieve the access key, which is the API key, from your personal MailChimp or Sendinblue account on their website and insert it into your plugins settings in the dashboard. The inserted access key will further generate the list ID, which alongside the access key need to be inserted in their corresponding field, as you can see here. I think I've covered everything you need to know about Neve. As a bonus for staying with me until the end, I will show you how Neve works with the block editor, aka Gutenberg. When adding a new page or post on your dashboard and using the block editor, you can see the document settings on the right side of your screen. The last panel for posts is the post settings, obviously, and you can see the page settings over here on pages. The options are very useful for changing the layout on that particular post or page and its components' visibility. More about these settings and how to create a landing page with the block editor of WordPress in the video you see on the screen right now. Feel free to check other WordPress videos on our channel and leave your comment below to start a conversation with me. Ask any question about Neve and I will do my best to answer it. See you in the next video.